lot more mature with the past team, you know. So I honestly consider that you see a difference in the locker room, but I don't think that's going to, you know, have us take steps back. I don't think that's going to be a problem, you know. I feel like these guys are really locked in and really want to work and get better, you know. So I feel like in the long run, that's where it's really going to count. You know?
You were a young guy, and now you're coming back here an All-American, first team All-American coming into the season. There's a lot of expectation. What's your summer been like, and what's it like to kind of carry that role now?
I would say, you know, it's a great honor to carry that role. You know, me being, you know, placed on the All-American list, you know, amongst so many people in college that had a chance to make it, you know, it's a blessing. And with me being back here, you know, me being one of the older guys, it just gives me the opportunity to teach the young guys how I was taught, you know, and I really feel like, you know, that's my job, you know. Like you said, I once was a young guy, but I took everything in from the older guys. You know, I was a sponge. I tried to, you know, take every little thing in from those guys because I knew that one day they weren't going to be in this locker room, and maybe that I was going to be in that position. And here it is, I'm in that position. So it's my goal to lead this team, you know, to as far as we can, and you know, just make this team as better any way that I can.
So you were a leader last year too.
Yeah,
I mean, you've grown into this, and in international play, you were a leader on those teams. So it's not like it's new, but you've kind of been growing into this, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, you know, and that's the thing, you know, being around, you know, so many different people, you learn a lot of different things about people, you know. So being around people like Peyton, Gorky, Luke, Russ, you know, those guys, you know, I learned a lot of different things from them. You know, they've been around Coach P for 4 years. Majority of those players that I just named been around Coach P for 4 years, so they know what he wants, you know, they know how he wants things done. So being able to be around them and kind of learn what he wants and how he wants things done, you know, it was a great honor to me, and I just took it in stride and just applied it in myself, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do for these younger guys, you know, let them know that one day you're going to have to be a younger guy. I mean, you're going to have to be an older guy to teach the younger guys. So, you know, I'm just doing anything and everything in my power to make sure that I get these guys to where we need to go.
So Chris said you're hitting some three-point shots, true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But what's that like? I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, it's not something you've done a lot before.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but I used to shoot them a lot, you know, younger. That's why I started out doing it before I could dunk the ball, you know. So it's just getting back to it, you know, getting the feel for it, and, you know, but that's not one thing that I'm going to rely on, you know. I'm not going to take anything away from my game. I'm not going to, you know, just start being a perimeter player, you know. That's not my game, you know. I'm known for power and finishing around the rim, and that's what I'm going to stick with. But it's also going to make people tough to guard me if I can step out to the three-point line.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Thank you very much.
Winning the rebounding battle was a struggle at times on a game-to-game basis last year, with Mango filling in for the first time and Stephen Van Treese having to do what he did. What's the rebounding ability of this team going to be like with all these, you know, tall young guys coming in?
You know, I feel like it's going to lighten the load a little bit, but then again, it may not, you know, because what you need to understand is all these guys are young. You know, all these guys are freshmen. They've never played in a collegiate college game. They never went down to, you know, the Pac area, the Cincinnati's. They've never been down to the Syracuse, you know. So it's all about, you know, mental toughness, you know. So the rebounding aspect, I feel like we're going to be good there, you know. I feel like we're rebounding the ball pretty well right now. But like I said, we got a lot of young guys on this team that we really have to, you know, mold and get ready, you know, for what's about to come. Because everybody, all the young guys think they're ready for, you know, what's about to hit, you know, but they've never been in that environment before, you know. This is not a high school rivalry game where you have like 300 people there. These are college games where you have 3,000 to 4,000 people there. So, you know, it's all about, you know, the leadership that we have to bring into these guys, as me, Wayne, and Chris being the older guy.
You said you can definitely tell that they're in the high school mentality. What were practices like over the summer? What did you have to teach them on a day-by-day basis?
Honestly, I feel like, you know, with the young guys coming in, you know, that a lot of young guys struggle with our program because they're not used to playing this fast, you know, playing at this pace, getting up and down the way we do on defense, you know. But I feel like with the young group that we have, all these guys are willing to learn, you know. They're willing to sit down and listen and get corrections on their game and critique their game, you know. So that's what's the best part about it, you know, having younger guys on your team that want to learn, that want to be better. You know, the sky's the limit for them, you know, and I really feel like that's what we have with all 6 of our new freshmen.
It hadn't been that long ago, but I think you and Wayne are it from the national championship team still left on here. What's it mean to have that experience, you know, walk into a gym, any gym you go into play, you've got that experience, and how can you use that to kind of help these other guys?
Well, you know, with me and Wayne, you know, being the last 2 guys from the national championship team, you know, we've been on that journey, you know. with the young guys, I hope they can see that, you know, me and Wayne, we walked the journey to winning the national championship. You know, we know what it feels like, and you know, we want to get back there. You know, so with us two being, you know, the main two captains on the team, that's what we try to get the young guys to understand. You know, there's never going to be no better feeling than winning the national championship, cutting down that net at the end. You know, so we're trying to get these guys to understand that with the team that we had the chance to go back there. You know, it just all depends on how much they want to learn and how much they want to get better.
How does it change you as a player going through that, or a person even?
You know, some people would say that, you know, it's difficult, you know, with having, you know, changing so much scenery, you know, so fast. But once again, like I said, when you have people around you that are willing to get better and willing to learn, you know, that makes the load a lot easier, you know. So, you know, when you have guys around you that want to, you know, get into the film session and kind of see where they're messing up, you know, what they can do to make this play better, or what they can do to make themselves better or make us better as a team, you know, that just goes to show, you know, we have I feel like we have a great core group of guys back on this team for the team last year, and with the young pieces that we have and the time that they have, I just feel like if they will follow us or follow the thing that Coach we want to do, we can be very successful.